RiverBender.com's coverage is proudly brought to you by Munganast Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, Barrett Heating and Cooling, Grid Solar, the power of independence, Haug Orthodontics, creating unforgettable smiles, Lewis & Clark, Community College, Liberty Bank, bank locally, bank Liberty, Macias Insurance Agency, Nautilus Fitness Center, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville, Tarrant & Harmon, Real Estate and Auction, and Roberts Motors. For the next couple of hours, we're here at Villa Rose celebrating their 40th anniversary. Such a big deal and a great open house taking place right now until 6 o'clock. CJ Nasello here with you on RiverBender.com. Part 2 of the broadcast day for all of us, but we're so excited to be here at Villa Rose, such a staple in the region. And we're going to talk to a few of the staff and a few of the folks that have helped make these 40 years possible. This is going to be a great 2 hours, some great conversations here as we just take some time to reflect on the 40 years of Villa Rose. We've already heard their story a little bit on our daily show. Just a few short weeks ago, Cindy and Brady came in, and then Cindy came in with a follow-up just about last week at this time and filled us in on just all the growth they've had in those 40 years. So as they're celebrating, there's an ice sculpture here. There's great catering going on. It's open to the public until 6 p.m. and you can hang out with me for the next 2 hours right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. A great show ahead of us. Great conversations await as we celebrate the staple. 40 years is a big, big deal. We get to do it with Villa Rose. We'll take a quick break and come back with those conversations next on RiverBender.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Welcome back to Villa Rose on this Saturday afternoon. We're celebrating 40 years. We have Executive Director Cindy with us, who's been on the show a couple of times now as we led up to this big day. And right off the bat, the ice sculpture is out of this world. I've never seen one with that much texture on it before.
I was going to say, we used a company out of St. Louis, and they actually sent me 4 or 5 different designs, and it's beautiful.
Well, how much work goes into putting on an event like this? Because what you guys can't see off the camera is, there's a full catering and kit and caboodle from the staff, ice sculptures, blue stems here, and serving drinks. This is a big event.
It is a big event. Well, 40 years is a big accomplishment, right? So we started in January just planning, what do we want the event to look like? What do we want the feel of the event? So we still have to serve residents. So I was going to say the office staff today, so we did box lunches for them. Mm-hmm. So the office staff met at 1 o'clock and we delivered 108 meals in 15 minutes.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Honestly,
it is. So
Amazon would probably give you a raise if you took that delivery time.
So I know. So I was like, what a great team, right? So we did that, and then we focused on helping the kitchen get ready. So we knew we do have U.S. Foods here, so they're our supplier, and so they sent a chef to do a table. Basically as a complimentary to us, so that was great, but we knew the majority of the prepping was going to be on us, so the kitchen staff has pulled out all the stops, and it's going to be wonderful.
It really is. And now the public is invited to this until
Absolutely
6.
Right. So 3 to 6 they can pop in. There's appetizers and drinks, and if they want to walk around the facility, they're more than welcome to. It's a big facility with a lot to offer.
Don't get to the drinks before I do. That's all I'm asking.
The special from Blue Stem is a watermelon vodka drink. It's called the Rose. So
rightfully so.
Absolutely. With fresh watermelon juice, it's delicious.
Well, in 40 years in this industry is pretty much unheard of anymore, especially with all the turnovers and different buyouts and different mergers that happen. Take me through what makes this so special for the administrative side of things to really celebrate these 40 years.
So I will say it has not always been easy for the family that built it. So they built it 40 years ago. They watched the concrete being poured, the trusses go in place. Because it was so ahead of its time, it was a struggle for a a while.
Yeah.
To get it going, and people didn't even know what independent living was.
Now, you were saying on the show, not to cut you off, but this was the first independent living in the area? Was that?
It was.
That's
that is
incredible
correct.
to me.
And we are today the only family-owned community. They're in the Riverbend area. They're all corporate-owned. Or how many times do you see like the names change, right?
Every couple of months.
Yep. So there is a lot of consistency here. So I think, families entrust their loved ones with us, and this just, we're just consistent.
Well, it goes hand in hand because, you're taking over what you guys are doing is very important and very serious, because we all want our older adults, especially when, a lot of times it seems like there's always that conversation about, do I have to leave home?
Right.
And whenever you're ending that chapter and starting a new one in a different home and with a different family around you, that's really important to everybody. So to have that family atmosphere in the business side makes it a lot easier for the residential side to take place.
Absolutely. I think that people don't want to miss their window when they want to come here. So, the perfect person is someone who is at home, but occasionally they might find themselves needing help and not able to get someone. That's one of the beautiful things is there's someone here 24/7. Like at night, the aides walk the halls to make sure if someone falls, they can hear them, right? So there's this peace of mind that families know. They're going to get 3 meals a day, and they're going to get good meals. They're not eating those frozen meals that are stuffed with sodium and awful for them. So they're going to get 3 meals a day. They're going to get some of their basic needs met, but more than that, they're going to find this community. So, they're all these residents are going through the same things in life. They're all aging. They're all going through loss. Maybe they've lost a spouse. Maybe they've lost a child. They're also losing some independence.
Right.
And so this bond happens. And so that is the thing that they don't expect, to find this whole new community. We become kind of like family.
Well, and just my takeaway, this is my first time inside of the building, honestly, and it's just beautiful. The setup of it is so nice, and it's really elegant, too. It has this upscale look to it. And then the building's so secure. It's incredible.
It is. You can't just walk in. It's a secure building. Safest building, the fire department will tell you, safest building in Bethalto. Concrete and steel.
Yep.
They don't make them like that anymore. And I was going to say, for people who think 40 years, what does the building look like? Like the family has continued to put money back into the community, and it looks great. It's a beautiful community.
Well, what I love too is it has like those old school touches to it, but it's still modern in the same time.
Absolutely.
It blows you away that you can still look this good by having that older style, and I love it the most. I think it's perfect.
So it's very homey.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about you, but sometimes I walk in facilities and they look very hotel-like.
That's what I was going to say. It really doesn't have that sterile look.
No, it doesn't. It's home. And, I don't know about you, but I like to visit a hotel, but I don't want to live there, right? Not necessarily. So this does have a very homey feel, and we want to continue to keep that kind of feel.
Well, and now coming up on Thursday, you're going to be having a really special day with the brass store, doing a dinner, and then a drone show.
We are, absolutely. So we're going to spoil our residents the rest of the week. So this is for the community, and the drone show is also for the community, but we're going to spoil our residents to a beautiful dinner on Thursday evening. The ladies will get a spa day here Thursday morning.
Oh, wow.
And so, yes, we're going to have the brass door cater Thursday evening, and then the community is welcome to come and watch the drone show. It'll be a 15-minute drone show. It'll start around 9, and any of the churches on Moreland Road they can park at and enjoy it. It'll be 500 feet in the air, so you'll be able to see it for a while.
You won't miss it.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard of another drone show yet, so this has to be the first.
It is the first in Bethalto. So first one to start 40 years ago, first drone show in the area.
I love this.
Yeah.
And, did you guys have some time as a team to kind of just go over, the feeling of today? What was that conversation like?
Just talking to people about one of the things that I really attribute the team is that we personally connect with people.
Yeah.
And so just reminding the staff that we want people to get the feel of what it is to be at Villa Rose. So we want to be intentional with conversations with our guests and just make sure they feel welcome and at home.
Absolutely. Well, before I let you go, final message to the public today, as you guys are welcome to come in here until 6 o'clock tonight with some great food options, some great drink options from Blue Stem, the ice sculptures, and then take a tour and see it for yourself. What's your message to them today?
So I think my message is twofold. The first thing I want to say is, thank you to all of the community members that have supported us through the years, those that have entrusted their family members to us. I was going to say it's quite an accomplishment when we look at all of the people that we've touched. And so the second thing I want to say is that if you are in a position where a loved one is considering come give us a tour before you make a decision. I think you'll find something special here.
1,000% over. And now, how are the residents feeling? Are they happy, having a good time?
They are. I was going to say yesterday we had Bunkhouse Joe in with coffee and conversation and cupcakes, and then today we had a Price is Right 1985. So they loved it, reflecting back on what the prices were in 1985, and then we had a juice bar for them, and so yes. And tomorrow will be a big carnival. So yes,
it'll be perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
And now, who else are we talking to today in the next couple hours?
You're going to talk to a couple of staff members and maybe a couple of visitors. So I'm going to grab you somebody.
There we go. We'll take a quick break, and more of that comes your way next on RiverBender.com, Roku TV.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good. You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to Villa Rose. We are celebrating 40 years right here in the Riverbend region. We're here with John, and you were the food service director for 8 years at Villa Rose.
Sir. Yep.
And coming back and picking up and lending a hand when you can.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Well, take me through your experience in those 8 years at as food service director. What did they look like?
So I actually started here as a contractor with food service consultants.
Okay.
It's a company that does a lot of, the jobs out. So
yeah.
I ran the food service, but I worked for food service consultants. I did that for about almost 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And Cindy said, well, do you need them? And I said, no, not really. She said, because, I just pretty much took care of it anyway. So
yeah.
So I went to work for Villa Rose then, on their payroll. So.
Well, and what's it like to prepare, food services for over 100 people? That's no easy task, and you got to do it 3 times a day.
Yeah, there's definitely a science to it,
I bet.
And an art.
Yeah.
So it's you're doing science with one hand and art with the other, sort of. But there's a lot of organization that goes into prep sheets and ordering sheets and usage sheets, and then rotating menus, and a lot of like paperwork and things that pay attention to, a lot of recipes.
And
a lot of things like that.
And is it balance and nutrition too in that as well?
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting.
Absolutely. You got to be careful, and most of our recommendations and what we shoot for are our residents.
Yeah.
Because we get a whole lot of input from our residents because they all know how to cook. I mean,
That's
the
true.
majority of our
That's
residents
true.
are women, and think about it.
Yeah. No one's beating mom or grandma's cooking,
No, they bring recipes to me all the time.
Do they
And
really?
sometimes I can, not all the time.
Well, that's interesting, though, to know that they have some input on that, too.
Yeah.
What's the experience? What's it like to work here in this facility? What's the atmosphere?
It's like family.
Yeah, it seems
I mean,
like-
when she asked me to come back, I was like, you know what, I'd like to do that. Because there are a lot of long-term employees here, and a lot of long-term residents as well.
Well, and
So-
especially, you said 8 years.
Yeah.
Or 7, but 5 years before that as a contractor. I mean, you've been around this place over a decade.
Well,
Correct?
yeah, I guess I'd say the first 5 I was here, and then like 3 years after that, I retired.
Oh, okay.
So once I went on with Villa Rose, then I retired after 3 years after that. So it was about 8 altogether.
But I mean, 8 years anymore is unheard of.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's
well,
just truly.
I've been in food service
a long time.
A long time. Since I was 16. That makes it 50 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what's the prep work look like on a day like this where you're opening up to the public?
Well, there's a lot of stuff is made from scratch, you know, really. I mean, we use byproducts in some sauces that are pre-made, but they're high quality. U.S. Foods is here in there. The chef is there. And they're really good with helping me come up with some ideas if I write a new recipe. And they have products that are pre-made, but for the most part, we make a lot of stuff from scratch. So yeah, there's a science to that as well. There's prep lists for the prep cooks, and the cooks themselves do a lot of their own preparation before they make their meals, and then they plate.
Well, you need to have a talented staff. It seems like, you know, really all hands on deck situation.
Yeah, and they got to want to do it. They got to be happy, you know. And it's like a big family here, you know. I mean, it really is.
And it seems like that just from, you know, being here about an hour before setting up and just seeing how everyone was kind of mingling and integrating. This is a big deal, and everyone's on the same page with making this a big deal, too.
Yeah. I mean, you can't help but love these residents.
Right.
You know, I mean, really. I mean, I'm old enough to live here. but I mean, I don't play golf with these guys, though. Not yet.
I'd lose every time. Yeah. You don't play golf with someone that's older.
Oh, I only play golf with my buddies who play like me.
Yep.
But Cindy is really good to work for. Cindy and Brett, they're very cool. You know, they're very understanding, and they set expectations.
Yeah.
But they don't micromanage anybody, and they let you do your thing, you know.
When it seems like everyone just loves their experience here, you know, you don't see anyone with the gray cloud over their head or anything.
That's nice.
We're happy to be here today.
Yeah.
Well, and for today, how'd you plan the menu for the public and
well,
for this open house?
It looked pretty easy, I know, but in the back of the house, it's
bet
not
their
necessarily.
Head's still spinning a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of cool, kind of like winning a game, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's I came up with different appetizers that we could present, and you know, ordered the stuff and created the menus, and got everybody to pitch in. You know, it takes everybody. You know.
Well, it tastes incredible. I just had one of your mini corn dogs. That's fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
Well, and what else do you have for the public to try out today?
There's the crab rangoon with sweet and sour sauce, which is there, and then the pigs in a blanket and spanakopita, and I've got caramelized bacon back there.
The bacon you can smell from East Alton.
Yeah, that's man's bacon. Yeah. So so then I've made a charcuterie board and a fruit tray, and then the chef brought some stuff and prepared a few things there, some tuna and some some wraps, like a lettuce wrap with aioli sauce and corn salsa. It's
fantastic. That stuff is better than my house.
Yeah. And we got some wine and beer, and you know, non-alcoholic like lemonade and iced tea and all that. So
well, I told everybody, I said, don't go over to Blue Stem until I get there first.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, did you ever imagine that you'd stay? You know, the 8 years that you did here, was it a pretty quick decision to go?
I worked for food service consultants before this, and I worked for a few different accounts. Before I worked for them, I worked in the hotel and restaurant industry.
Okay.
And so I've been in food service for a long time. And this I saw as my retirement job, which it turned out to be, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. So I saw myself working here till I was 70, but and I'm not 70, I'm 67. But I retired at 65, but really it's because of the way COVID treated the industry, and it wore me out faster than I thought it would.
Shoot, that was a tough thing, and I don't know how you guys managed that, because I mean it was tough to say the least.
That was tough. Yeah, we did room service to 130 residents.
It's incredible.
Instead of them coming out.
Well, and that's a lot harder, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Well, and is there a couple of residents that come to mind that you interact with every other day or whenever you're out here working?
Yeah. Phyllis and John and Bud. There's several that every day you say hi to.
That's
to
cool.
them, or they usually get me first. You know.
Have you ever
walking by? Hey.
Did you ever get a critic on the food, like good critic?
Yeah,
you
sure.
know?
Sure. Yeah.
This is cool, man.
Oh yeah, I do. I get a lot of compliments, but I also get set straight sometimes too.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. You know, if it's just not the way they grew up doing it, or it's, you know, something a little bit different, you can't go too far out. It's comfort food, you know. Yeah. So So,
100%.
but yeah, they're normally very happy with the food. Yeah.
Well, John, it's been great talking to you. And
It's been my pleasure.
What's your thought just for the community and the region as you guys celebrate 40 years?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's amazing, really. I mean, 40 years. Wow, who'd have thought? They did a good job building this place and maintaining it. And I just think it's I think it's great. And there's like I said, there's a lot of people that work here that have been here. I have a dishwasher. She was a prep cook, then she decided to be a dishwasher. She's been here 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And there's a few others that have been here long term as well, and other employees here have just been here like a long time. So I think the plan for them was for us to work here until we have to retire here and live here. That's pretty good market, isn't it?
No kidding.
I guess.
I'm telling you, they're on to something there, John. Well, thanks for stopping by and chatting
My
with
pleasure.
us.
Good to see you.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back from the 40th right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. So go get some great food.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to this Tuesday afternoon as we're celebrating 40 years of Villa Rose. How cool is that? I mean, 40 years in this industry is really not heard of too often.
It's impressive. It really is.
Erica Murphy, you're with US Foods. You guys are the supplier for Villa Rose.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
you guys are coming here today and you have your own table, and I'm just telling you, more and more food's getting brought to me, and I'm kind of getting blown away. How does it feel to be at an event like this?
It's incredible. I mean, I say all the time I have the best job in the world. Like, food is more than just food. It's medicine and it's love, and to get to do this every day with partners like Villa Rose it's very rewarding.
Well, and now take me through your partnership with Villa Rose. What do you guys provide for the staff and for the residents?
Yeah, so we are a food distributor. So, just like we work with all the major brokers. But I think the thing that sets us apart is that we like to say we're not just a vendor, we're a partner with them. So we help them with menu iterations. Chef Eric is here today supplying, some of our delicious culinary food for them. And it really is truly a partnership, not just supplying the chicken. Everything from inventory to menu iterations, those kinds of things. We help them every step of the way.
And how important is it looking at the nutrition side of things when making, meals for this amount of volume for this demographic too?
Yeah, and each individual person, as you know, is different.
Yeah.
And so, it's our job as a partner to help get them with the right people, with the right foods that they need. And like I said, food is medicine. So it's not just chicken. Sometimes it varies from each person as well.
Well, and honestly, it can help you remember so
Absolutely.
much and bring back so many great memories too.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the best part of it.
Yeah, think about a chocolate chip cookie. What does that do when you smell that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, how long have you, before we go in any further with the event, how long have you been with US Food?
So I've been with US Foods for 2 years, but I have been in the hospitality industry my whole life. I always said this was my dream job because I mean, it's a dream job. So I was very fortunate to get hired on here 2 years ago, and I'll be here until I retire.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, where were you at before US Foods? What industry?
So my family owns a restaurant.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yep.
A lot of hustle and bustle in that scene.
It is. And, I have a family, and so I wanted to do more, which this is definitely not 9 to 5 because, as you know, this is people's homes, so sometimes they need help at night. But being more on this side has been very rewarding, helping facilities like Villa Rose.
Well, and take me through your guys' partnership, because it seems like you guys really have a unique relationship that not a lot of many people have with vendors. It seemed like you guys said it's not a vendor, it's being a partner.
Yeah.
And being at events like this and just hearing how some of the staff were talking about the relationship, it's nothing but positive.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, and that's what I say to most of the vendors that I work with as well, that, we don't have any different products than other people. So really, US Foods has given me the autonomy as I'm their sales rep, that I'm more of a consultant. I'm not a sales rep. I'm not just trying to push cases at them. I am truly here to see what they need and get them to the right people to help that partnership, and that is what stands US Foods apart for sure.
Well, and US Foods is such a major player when it comes to supplying and distribution.
Very proud to have this behind me.
How many organizations are in your network here?
A lot. So so we have different segments. So I work on the national sales side. So we work with hospitals, universities, senior living facilities, and then we also have a local sales side that works with more of the independent restaurants.
Gotcha.
So,
like the mom and pop restaurant, small businesses?
Exactly, yeah. So I work with the more larger national accounts.
That's not an easy job.
It's not, but it is rewarding because, like I said, this is people's family.
Right.
So I get to be a very small part in helping somebody's grandparents.
Well, and you're really passionate about it.
I am,
too.
very much, yeah.
Well, and I think that's so important when it comes to this type of role because, like you said, it's not, somebody that's cleaning your windows.
Right.
This is preparing food for somebody and for the next, couple of years at least.
Yeah.
And it's so important that you find someone that's passionate that wants to deliver a quality product.
Well, I appreciate that. And I mean, at the end of the day, this is not just chicken. When you add the jalapenos to it and the onions to it and add an umami wing sauce, then all of a sudden it's elevated.
Right.
And it's not just putting chicken on a plate. So.
Well, and as you guys know, we got more food brought in front of me. Erica brought this. So what am I eating here?
So that is a Taiwanese style chicken. It's dark meat, salt and pepper chicken with jalapenos, onions, and that is an umami dipping sauce that I think you're going to enjoy that. I actually put that on everything, like grilled cheese, burgers, like that that's umami sauce it's quite impressive.
Well, and now what else is on the plate as I'm taking a bite of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is an Asiago stuffed gnocchi. So it is breaded and fried. You can also pan sear them. And then this is a pesto aioli. And then this is a seared tuna lettuce wrap with a corn pico.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the chicken was fantastic.
Yeah. that umami sauce, right? I told you.
You're right. That you go anywhere. Now, how often do you guys are you guys developing menu items? Does that happen quite a bit in like a culinary kitchen, or what's that look like?
Yeah. So, and again, it depends on the partner. So a lot of these places do have their own dietitians that come in, but Chef Eric that's here today, he's a really great partner. And if they need, I was working with somebody earlier this morning that is a startup, and they are eating from the ground level up, and so working to see what the demographics are and what is kind of trendy right now, and looking at the different proteins, so we can be as involved or as uninvolved as a partner needs us to be. Yeah.
Really, no wonder.
Telling you, it's a dream role. Yeah.
Well, and today you guys can come in until 6 o'clock at Villa Rose and come in and be a part of this open house and really just get a sense of what it's like to be 40 years in this industry, number one, and see why they've stayed here for 40 years.
And family owned. I mean, that's very important.
That's even bigger of the asterisk there is that it's done under that family owned branch.
Absolutely.
Well, and when you're working with Villa Rose, how easy is it?
Oh my goodness.
Let me ask you that.
Well, I can't say this on the record because they're all my favorites, but Cindy and Brett are very special, and the team here is very special, and I definitely foster the relationships with my partners. Again, I could be a sales rep from anybody, but the fact that they choose me, I don't take that for granted.
Right.
They could go to any vendor and they continue to choose me, and I take that very to heart. So I'm very grateful to work with this team. They're wonderful.
And now, how long were you guys on deck for this event?
We're here till 6 o'clock, so
really
come on by.
Now, how long were you guys a part of it from the start? Were you something where you heard about it, we're like, yep, we're there type of thing?
100%. Wow. So, I mean, I work very closely with them, and so she mentioned this, I think it was almost a year ago at this point, and was like, we're doing it. And we're like, yep, we don't know what it is, but we'll be there 100%. So I actually have my national sales managers here. Our vice president of sales is going to be here. So, and the fact that they are, even the executive leadership is so ingrained in our partnerships, I think really speaks volumes to the organization.
Absolutely. And before I let you, I just had, what was this over here?
That was the Asiago stuffed gnocchi with the pesto aioli.
Another winner that you can pick up until 6 o'clock at night. And You know, what's your guys' takeaway? How long were you guys here? Before we take takeaway, how long were you here setting up?
Well, you know, we don't want to pull behind the curtain too much because it's just magic, right? It just happens. You know, a couple hours, but, you know, there's prep that goes into it and the menu planning and, you know, all the steps that kind of lead up to it. It's, you know, it's an event.
Well,
we put our heart on the plate.
And I can tell because everything's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, and what's your final takeaway over the 40th today and just being here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I cannot explain how grateful I am for the partnership with Villa Rose and that they continue to come back to this partnership. And the fact that the 40 years with a family-owned business
it's just crazy.
It's just,
crazy
I am
in all the good ways.
So grateful to get to do this every single day.
Well, 100%. Well, Erica, it was so great to meet you. Thank you for bringing me some awesome food.
Thanks for having me.
Charles gets another plug for that because he thought of the idea.
Absolutely.
You should have some food out here to taste it. We're going to take a quick break. More conversations from Villa Rose's 40th right after this on RiverBender.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com. Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to Villa Rose as we are celebrating 40 years. That is so crazy to me.
It's
40 years.
wild.
It's incredible. A family-owned business.
Yes.
In senior living is just incredible.
It is.
Michaela, you've been here for what, 9 years?
Correct.
Since you were 16?
16.
And what's your current role?
So currently I'm an aide, so I help take care of everybody, any needs that they need. And then in 2 weeks, I will be transferring over to the marketing director job.
Wow.
So quite the promotion.
That's quite some excitement right
Yes.
there, too. Well, before we dive into the full conversation, you know, just from an overview, what's it like to work with this staff? It just seems like before I came or started the show, everyone just loves being here.
It's very much home.
Yeah.
They become your second family. Not only the staff, though, even the residents.
Oh, yeah.
Words of advice. I mean, I just recently moved out,
Yeah.
and they've taught me how to cook, and just life.
It's important stuff.
Yes.
Well, and honestly, it seems like, you know, it's just home. And I think that's what's so cool. And Cindy and I touched on it earlier, but it's not sterile. We talked about that during the break. It really has this comforting feeling here. And, you know, what's your task look like each and every? I'm sure it's different just depending on the moment.
Yes, every day is different. As far as aids, what we do, we come in, we can do med reminders.
Okay.
We'll help with showers. We will help with any needs you need, really, which is very nice. One good thing with IRE to Villa Rose is you come in and you don't have to pay for our services unless you need them.
Gotcha.
So there's no contract. You can cancel it, things like that. It's really nice.
That's really cool. And just to touch on a few of those services, I know like med reminders and
Yep.
things, but let's go a little bit further. What else
Yeah.
is it?
So med reminders are for families who can't be here all the time,
Makes
and then
sense.
residents who can't remember to take them or just have that extra eye.
Or they're like me and know they have to take them. And
Yes,
they're
and
like,
then,
"Wow."
I'm just going to scoot that aside. I don't need that. But it's like, you do.
You know, another thing I've been thinking about lately, because I was notorious for this for a long time, was I took it and then maybe forgot to eat breakfast.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my God, did I take that?
Yep,
You know, it's
exactly.
but
So
those
it
are really
helps.
important. What else?
Yes.
What other services are like
So
that?
we do showers. So
Okay.
people who are just nervous and just want a little helping hand, we do that. Dressing assist, escorts, lots of things, and just to be a friendly person.
When it seems like there's just all these different walks of life and different areas of life that all your residents are into, and I
Yep.
think that's really unique.
Yep.
Well, and now you gotta have some good one-liners from these residents. What's the best piece of advice that one of the residents has given to you?
Don't let anybody hold you back, no matter how close you are to them.
Wow.
You know,
that's
they
pretty
want us
powerful.
to do better.
Yeah.
So for me, transitioning from what I do now to
Right.
this, I almost said no, but that was because I didn't want to leave them and what I do for them. And one of them told me, don't let us hold you back.
Well, I can see the tie there and that tear because you're right. I mean, whenever you're that connected with somebody, and especially 108 of your family members, you know, when you have that many people, it's got to be hard to go, man, do I want the quote-unquote promotion or
it's
am I
hard.
where I'm at?
It is hard.
When it shows that really just how special this place is, too.
Not only does it hurt you, but it can hurt them a little bit because they're losing that person
that
they've connected with, they trust, and it's like, don't worry, you're going to be left with good hands.
So in 2 weeks, you transition into this marketing director.
Yes.
What have you decided on anything you're looking to do those first couple of weeks? What's it look like?
Just to grow.
Yeah.
Let it grow, do good, bring in people, just show them what it is.
Well, and honestly, I saw we were playing them on the show when Cindy was on, and just some of those really cool like TikTok videos that are being done and things like that where I'm like, you're getting tens of thousands of views.
They've done really good. Very good. I don't know how to work TikTok. I know how to scroll on TikTok.
There you go. Hey, that's step one.
I don't know how to make
one.
them, but I will learn.
Well, I just think it's cool, and especially to give you the opportunity. You've been here for 9 years and to try something to expand your horizons a little bit. It's really cool to see that rewarding.
And I think one good thing is, so when I started here at 16, I worked in the kitchen.
Gotcha, okay.
So that's where I started, so I know how everything works back there. Yeah. I know what we do as aides and what we can offer. So I know the building. I know it very well. I know it very well.
Well, and it was so cool though. Just before you came on, like just to get some more sights and sounds of what it's like, you know, here is them. You know, your coworkers kind of cheering you on before you do the interview and things like that.
I get stage fright, camera shy.
Well, it's the personalized factor to it, you know, and you can just see the camaraderie that you guys have. What's it been? What was that transition like though, from going to kitchen to aide?
I was nervous.
I bet. Was it a big transition?
Oh, a little bit, because you went from just serving dinner to making sure they're taking their meds right, you know, they're getting the proper care. So I went to school to be an EMT.
Gotcha.
And then COVID hit. And then so that got put on the brakes. And then we started helping out more behind the scenes with the residents. And I was like, oh, I really like this. You know, I don't want to leave them. So, but it was a good decision and a good change.
Fantastic. It's just interesting to hear that. Now, like today, when you guys are preparing, especially this whole week, because there's a lot of excitement, a lot of activities. There's a carnival Thursday and a drone show. What's your schedule look like? What's that breakdown looking like? Because you still have to operate as normal and then get ready for the public event.
So really, it's just get it done. Hopefully we don't get interrupted by something crazy. You never know. But really cool. We have a really good staff, and we know how to handle things.
Well, and now, what's your message to the public over a day like this? You know, 40 years is a big deal.
Just keep your head up. You got this. You got this.
I love it. And why should they come to Villa Rose if that's a decision they're looking to make?
I think they should want to come here because everyone is family.
Yeah.
That's what we run by. Your mom, your grandma, they become our mom and our grandma. Grandma, grandpa, they become family.
Is there a few residents you want to shout out that are becoming besties of yours?
William.
I always know there's going to be one or two.
William is my guy. I love him. I love everybody.
Well, in this role, it seems like you get to still interact, too.
Yes.
That's really important, I'm sure.
It is very important.
Do you see yourself going anywhere?
As far as leaving here? No.
I love it.
No.
I love it. Well, and today, have you had a chance to check out any of the food samples or selections?
I did, and I hear everything is good.
I've been doing a lot of taste testing,
Was it
so
good?
I'm not going to eat dinner when I get home, but it's all worth it for a good cause.
Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well,
someone has to eat it.
Michaela, it's been great talking to you, but I mean, just to hear 9 years, I mean, this is the only job you've known.
Only job.
It's just that's unheard of anymore.
I know.
And honestly, it's just a testament, because we're celebrating you guys today for 40 years, but really just to have staff members that are over 5 years, over 9 years, and heck, I heard someone was going on 25 years back there.
Yeah, probably Carrie, maybe.
Yeah, someone who's in the dishwasher was a kitchen.
Oh,
worker
Mary.
in the dishwasher.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just things like that. Really, it shows the importance of the event.
People want to stay. When you're treated like family and you're treated good, you don't want to go.
I love this. Well, Michaela, it's been great talking to you.
You too.
Best of luck as you get into that new role here in a couple of weeks. And I know it's going to be fun and exciting. And just keep up the great work.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break for top of the hour, and we'll come back with Villa Rose's 40th anniversary celebration, part 2, hour 2, next on RiverBender and Roku TV.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Part 2, hour 2 of the 40th anniversary of Villa Rosa celebration, their open house. It runs until 6 o'clock. We're going to be on the air until 5. And for the last hour, if you're just tuning in, we've had some great conversations with some of the staff. Cindy, the executive director of Villa Rose, and it's really great just to hear about that, family atmosphere that so many of us are looking for. And, with that being said, we're getting ready to start hour 2. Let's take a quick break, Charles, and we'll come back with more conversations right after this on RiverBender and Roku.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Our Tuesday afternoon continues on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. We're here at Villa Rose celebrating their 40th anniversary. Family-owned, 40 years in senior living is pretty unheard of. And Macy, you've been here, you were saying during the break, about 6 years now.
Almost 6 years,
and
yes.
Now recently kitchen manager.
Kitchen manager, yes.
Well, take me back to 6 years ago. Take me through your journey with Villa Rose. It sounds like an interesting one.
Very interesting. When I came to Villa Rose, I was 19, and I came here as their activities director to do activities with them. It was COVID, and there wasn't super much I could do with them, but I did it, and we made it through the process. A couple years in, Cindy says they need a housekeeping manager. I was like, okay, maybe I can do housekeeping, and I am a clean freak, so I thought that'd be great. And I took the housekeeping manager position. I've been doing that for about 3 years. We have been thrown a major curveball, bump in the road, if you will, and our kitchen manager has gone downhill with some illnesses. So I stepped in the kitchen just with some management skills. I didn't really know what was going on in the kitchen, but I knew that I could manage people. I knew that I could go over there and make sure they're showing up to work every day and doing their job. And so I did. That's what I started doing. I've kind of fallen in love with the kitchen.
No kidding, in that short period of time?
Yeah, so I was there for about a month, and there's a lot of people over there. You're serving the residents in a completely different way. So I'm excited to get over there and make some big changes so that our residents can have their 3 meals a day, because that is the most important part of being here at Villa Rose, is that they are served their food and they are happy with the food that they are being served.
Well, and now, as we're talking about that, what are some of those early kind of, not curveballs, but learning lessons that you've had along the way? Because honestly, you have the toughest job. That's a pretty tough job.
Some of them have been silly things. So just Sunday, I call Cindy and I say, Cindy, we're out of mayonnaise. And I was like, the residents are having catfish for lunch. And who wants catfish without tartar sauce?
Right.
So we're out of mayonnaise, and I need a gallon of mayonnaise to make all this tartar sauce. And she says, okay, what about the little bottles of Hellmann's we have? And so some of those little things thinking outside of the box, as much as it sucks to empty 10 bottles of Hellmann's, I will do that. And so I start dumping mayonnaise into a container to make tartar sauce. It's really all silly things, but I have to learn those little things to be able to run the kitchen.
Well, and to be able to make those adaptations and changes, on the fly, like in your roles here a couple of times, you have to really love being here.
I do love being here. I love the seniors. I sometimes, even not too long ago, I was working weekends with them. I love to come in and be here with them. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, did you ever expect to be here this long at Villa Rose?
No.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
When I came here to Villa Rose, I told myself that I would be here until I got through college.
Wow.
And then
How long was college ago?
6 years. Yes, so I didn't even continue going to college. I was working with seniors when I came here, but part-time.
Yeah.
And then I came here to work full-time and kind of gave up college a little bit, and I love them, so I'm here.
Well, and I would, just from the folks I've talked to all the way across the board today, it's just so refreshing to be in a senior living environment that's not sterile. You know, where it's like I gotta put on the little nets around my shoes to walk into the lobby. It's home.
Yes, our building is homey and our building is clean, and you don't walk in our building and feel like you're in a hospital setting or an institutionalized setting.
Right.
It is homey, and it does feel like home to them.
Well, and that's such an important conversation for seniors. You know, when their kids are talking to them about that, you know, next chapter, what's it look like? And you know, home is
there are so many places that they walk into and they feel like they're in an institution
100%.
or they're in a hospital,
Yeah.
whereas here you walk in, especially for that older generation, they walk into this building that was built 40 years ago,
right,
and they're like, oh my gosh, this feels like home. It does feel like home to them.
Well, and honestly, just getting the sense from you and everyone else, the family-owned environment is really what makes you guys thrive.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Well, you know, I got to ask you, because we got a couple of minutes, what was your greatest activity day as activity director almost 6 years ago?
Vegas Day.
Vegas Day? Were we gambling here?
We were. So, you know, we decided that it was mid-COVID and it was anniversary week 6 years ago, and we were looking for something fun and out of the box to do with them. And we were like, what about a casino day? And so we set up all these different tables with all kinds of different casino games, and they got fake money for playing. And then at the end of the day, they were able to use their fake money to buy prizes, and it was neat.
That's really cool.
They love those kind of things.
Well, and as we're, you know, chatting it up here, when it comes to food service, what's your favorite aspect about managing the kitchen? Because it's not what people think. I mean, there's a whole gamut of different operations and tasks you have every day.
The amount of things I've learned since being in the kitchen, it is a different environment. But my favorite part about being in the kitchen is people.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there a favorite meal that you have? Like, it doesn't have to be specific dish, but is it like a breakfast, lunch, or dinner that you're like, you know what, we're ready for this one always?
That's interesting. Breakfast.
Really? Okay.
Breakfast
See, why
is easy. I know the cooks. I know the cooks are gonna. So breakfast, the rotation isn't as broad as everything else, and I know the cooks are gonna come to work and do their jobs, and I don't have to worry about them with breakfast. I come in every day at 8:30. Breakfast is already done, being served, out the door. Breakfast is good to go. They immediately start asking me stuff about lunch. We're immediately moved on to lunch.
Now, at this point in time, do you feel more and more comfortable in your role as kitchen manager?
Yeah, I do feel comfortable because John is here to help me.
Yeah.
So John came back from retirement specifically to train a new food manager. I didn't think it would be me. I thought I would be in the housekeeping department, but John is a big help. So John was here for a long time, and he knows what he's doing in the kitchen.
This is so cool. Well, and like today, I gotta ask you this: whenever you're preparing for this volume, you know, of people and food and different things, then you still have the residents to take care of too.
Yes.
How much organizing goes into just today alone?
Too much.
Does it? Funny, yeah.
So when I say everybody's super stressed this morning, and I said, guys, you cannot let it stress you out this much.
Yeah.
We have been working on this since January.
Gotcha.
All of those little things, all of the little things that we've talked about since January are all going to fall together today.
Yep.
Don't let it stress you out like that. And as you see, it has.
Yeah.
It's all come together. The food's on the line. Everything's out. It's good to go.
You guys were successful, to say the least.
Once again.
Well, and what's your message to the public today as we're celebrating your guys' 40th anniversary?
Villa Rose is a good place to be. If you have seniors in your life that you're looking for a place for them to be, Villa Rose is a good place. People here care about the seniors, and that's what we do here.
Or if you're a senior out there.
Or if you're a senior out there.
Next chapter, I'm telling you, I'm blown away by just the space itself. The amount of space you have is incredible.
We have a lot of space here. That's something that a lot of communities in our area don't have.
No, it's just, it blows your mind just looking at this.
You know, we have a chapel and an activity room, the lobby.
Yeah.
We have a lot of space here in our building.
Just incredible. And Macy, it's been great talking with you. Best of luck throughout the rest of the day, and dinner service still is going to be around the corner.
Yes.
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more conversations from the 40th next on Riverbender.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
3 more conversations to go, and really just excited to continue them right here at Villa Rose's 40th anniversary. And really just great. Trevor, correct?
Correct.
And you've been here for 2.5 years?
Yes, sir.
And you're a cook?
I am.
And you're the reason that Charles and I are getting a little fat and sassy today.
Yes, of course. 100%, yes.
Everything was fantastic,
good,
man.
Good.
And take me as we dive into this, what's your experience been just from an elevator view, just at Villa Rose? What's it been like for your time?
It's amazing here. When I walked in, I had no idea, how big the community was involved with it, too.
Yeah.
It's super special. I lost my grandma in 2015. She was my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
She was on oxygen and stuff, and I never really knew places like this. I only really knew nursing homes and retirement homes. I didn't know anything independent living existed.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I've done nothing but just wanted to do the best I can.
Well,
I love the residents, yeah.
Well, and it seems like, too, you guys are really just, and Michaela hit on it earlier, and so many others did on the show, where it's like you become family members with
it really is, yes,
yeah.
It really is.
Now, have you had a few that have become closer to you over the years?
Yes.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now what's it like just to interact with them on a daily basis? Because to me, it seems like you're getting a lot of knowledge out of them and insights.
Right. It's fun, man. It's, I'm 34, so to bring my timeline into their timeline, it's something different, But I really enjoy them. I know them all by name. I say good morning to every single one of them.
Uh-huh.
I know what they like to drink. I know what they don't like to eat. It really is a family here.
Well, and
it's incredible.
We were just talking to Macy a couple minutes ago about just some of the day-in stuff and what it was looking like for you guys to prepare all this volume of food and then keep the normal schedule of meals going.
Right.
What's that look like for you guys? How'd you prepare?
So if the morning cook, they do breakfast and lunch by themselves, and then there's the evening cook that does all the dinner. But yeah, other than that, everything's set as a menu, so we all know exactly what we're doing with it. So.
Are you in the morning or are you in the evening?
So it's a 3-week rotation schedule.
Okay, gotcha.
So 1 week mornings, 1 week evenings, and then the next week is a split week, morning and then one evening.
Now, what's your favorite type of meal to produce? Is it breakfast? Is it lunch? Dinner?
Honestly, I like dinner more, but I think I like coming in the mornings just to set the whole vibe.
Yeah.
And then I got breakfast and a soup and lunch to do, so there's more going on there.
How'd you find cooking?
I actually started at Bella Milano's.
No kidding.
Back in 2020, yeah, which is my wife trained me my first day there. I know, it's a crazy, awesome love story. But yeah, that was my first restaurant job. I grew up with my grandma, Food Network, cooking at home, everything, and she always told me, take care of your neighbor. She never really gave me a full reason why, so I kind of just been doing that. And now that I'm here and this is their home, that's kind of how I feel,
That's really cool.
It's like family, but I'm their neighbor. It's different.
I
enjoy it.
Well, it seems like everyone on the staff gets along pretty well.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
It's amazing here.
Well, and what's it like working under a family-owned company like that? To me, it just seems like that makes a big difference.
More hands-on, literally more caring. It's nothing corporate,
Yeah.
If you have a problem, you can go talk to them, and they're going to help you.
Well, and honestly, the U.S. Foods, having them as a supplier, it seems like your guys' partnership is really what that is.
I mean, we're not like I said, since it's assisted living, we don't do any kind of special diets, nothing puree.
Right.
I'm cooking bone-in pork steaks, pork chops on a grill. They're eating full-size baked potatoes. They eat so well here.
Did you realize how much volume you were going to cook whenever you showed up here?
No. So that's the thing. Working at the restaurant was like a line cook per order, per ticket. And here I'm batch cooking. I'm cooking for 127 people.
Now, how do you transition that at home whenever you're cooking for,
Oh, it's just to cook for two has always been, just cooking for two has always been difficult. But yeah, now I'm as I'm looking at food, I'm like, I need more, but. We got a neighbor. We feed him all the time as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, and take me through the preparations. How long were you guys prepping for the day?
For today?
Yeah.
So honestly, I was here this morning, I get here at 4:45 this morning.
Oh, wow.
So I guess
win.
they started cooking around 2 and stuff, but we started prepping yesterday, just slicing all the meats, getting stuff ready for sandwiches and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, it seems like you have to have a kitchen that's on the same page to get that done.
Yes, it is. It's literally teamwork. It has to be teamwork.
Is there a meal that you guys make that you go, you know what, I can make that at my house any day of the week?
Oh, every single one of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, and see, I think that's great for the public to know, because whether or not it's for their family member or it's for themselves, like, you're getting a state-of-the-art cuisine line up here.
Yes, there's actually some menu items on our 5-week menu that are my recipes. They're my recipes brought from home, like the beef goulash.
Yeah.
A lot of people here are like, what's beef goulash? I'm like, the residents will know. Like, it's such an old school dish, the residents will know, and they love it, you know. They're like, who came up with this? I'm like, I used to eat this as a kid.
How cool is it, though, that you get to create your own menu?
I know. It's nice.
Did you ever think that you'd be able to have that freedom
No.
here? It's
No,
fascinating.
man. It's freedom.
And now, when you're coming up and you're just looking around at the table today, if you were just someone that's walking in the street, you have until 6 o'clock to do so and check out Villa Rose, what would you tell them to go to first on your guys' table, food-wise?
Like, what's out there currently right now?
What would you pick? For the public, they can come until 6. What should they come up and grab?
I don't really know, man. I know so we have those fresh tuna wraps.
Those
you
are
can't, I know, I had one too. You can't beat a fresh tuna wrap.
No.
I know we have a lot of appetizers. I did some candied bacon as well. Everyone has a sweet tooth, you know?
Yeah.
Sweet and salty go well together. So
I just think it's cool, though, because of just the amount of thought that's put into this.
yeah,
You know, and
it really is.
And it's honestly like you can see the sense of caring. It's not like,
Yes.
oh, I'm just punching in my clock and getting my shift done. You know, you're doing it. You're caring as it's your family. I think it's so important. What is your thought just on celebrating 40 years? What's it mean to you to be over
Awesome.
here? Is it really?
So awesome here. I was here for the last years, but it wasn't nothing like this, you know.
Yeah.
They are really going all out for it.
This is super
It's
cool.
amazing.
Well, there's going to be a carnival day throughout the facility coming up soon.
Yeah.
And the drone show. Are you coming to the drone show?
I'm going to be coming. So I work that Friday morning.
Oh, cool.
My bedtime when I work mornings is usually 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I'll sacrifice one for the team. I'll be here Thursday night for the drone show for sure. If I have to fall asleep at 10, it's okay.
That's fine.
But
Well,
3:30 is early.
I just think it's so cool that we're here celebrating the 40
I know,
years.
I love it. I'm so appreciative of being a part of
Did
this.
you think that you'd be here as long as you have been?
Yeah.
Did you?
I got a good heart and I care a lot. I work really hard.
Yeah.
And I like to do the right thing.
Do you see yourself going anywhere anytime soon?
No.
That's like another good answer.
No.
Everyone
Not
I've talked to has said no, even off the air.
Not from here, no.
Wow. Well, and what do you hope the public gets out of Villa Rose the most, just watching the show and just hearing us talk for a few moments?
If you have your parents and they need to move in somewhere, like, this is the place to be. We are so hands-on and so much caring in the food, like, it really is cooked with love.
Well, and honestly, the whole place is built with love, and that's
Yeah,
why I'm walking. I'm blown away because it's. I tell everyone, and I know the audience is probably like, "All right, this is the same soapbox, CJ." But
Right.
it's not sterile. It's not like I'm walking into Macy said, an institution. You know,
Right.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It feels like home here.
Well, how's the kitchen opera? What's the kitchen space look like? Enough room to work in there?
Enough room, yeah. Enough room for us. Everything, it's the cleanest kitchen I've seen in a long time.
No kidding.
And it's like 40-year-old original equipment.
Never breaks down. When you keep
It takes the team to keep it clean, though.
How many are on your team? Per shift, how many are in that kitchen?
So we have 3 cooks,
Uh-huh.
but on days it'll just be the 2 cooks, morning and evening,
Mhm.
and then prep and a dishwasher, and then the manager on duty. And then on day servers we only run 4, and then on night times we run 5.
Man, that's still
So-
quite a large operation.
Yeah.
That's just
So
fascinating.
the one person is doing all breakfast, all the soup, and the lunch.
That's awesome, man. Well, before I let you go, what's your final message to the audience over the 40 years of Villa Rose?
If you haven't come to this place, please come to this place. Please check it out. They're doing amazing things here. It's very special.
Trevor, man, it's been great talking to you, and
course,
best
man.
of luck. I know
CJ,
you're
nice
gonna
to
be
meet
here
you.
For a while.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
it sounds
course.
like it.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. 2 more conversations left right here from Villa Rose's 40th on Riverbender.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back to Villa Rose's 40th anniversary celebration right here on Roku TV and RiverBender.com. Here with Carrie.
Hello.
Wellness coordinator.
Yep.
And you've been here for only 20 years or so.
In December, it'll be 20 years.
That's incredible. And, you know, take me through those 20 years and how has Villa Rose grown since then?
I started out in 05 with BJC. I took care of the residents here. And then I've moved over to Villa Rose, and I became the wellness coordinator. I'm a liaison between Villa Rose and the home care agency.
Wonderful.
So.
Well, and take me through that role, because I'm sure that's a very important one when it comes to that.
I basically, if any residents need any services, I talk to the families about it. If they need any devices, then I figure out what would be best suited for them.
Wow. Well, and now take me through some of the programming or some of the wellness activities that are throughout Villa Rose.
We have different people come in and speak and do presentations. We have health fairs that it's coming up September 11th. We do all kinds of different things with them. We've got a chiropractor that comes in, a massage therapist, a foot doctor. We try to get as much as we possibly can to come in for the residents.
And, you know, I got to ask you, just because it's on the top of my mind, you know, when you're at some place for 20 years, you obviously have to love being here.
I do love it here.
Take me through the atmosphere. What's kept you around that long?
The residents.
Has it really been?
The residents are amazing. It's like having 100 and something grandparents. They just absolutely, I love their stories. I love hearing about, you know, their past and their different life stories are amazing.
That's really good. Well, and take me through, I'm sure it's fun working with them too.
It is. It is. You get all kinds. You've got lots and lots of jokers here.
That's what I was going to ask you. And now, are there any group classes that you put on in terms of wellness activities?
No, not really. They do a exercise 3 days a week here.
Wow.
One of the girls goes up and leads the exercise class.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's basically one-on-one type things.
That's really cool. And now for the exercise class, what's going on in there?
All kinds of stuff. You'd be amazed at what these exercises they do all the time. It actually, you can feel it the next morning.
Well, I was going to say, because I can only tell you, if I did one of these things one time, I would be the guy that comes in with the ego that gets humiliated pretty quickly throughout.
Yep. You can definitely feel it the next day.
Well, and it's good for the residents, and if it's, you know, an older adult out there looking for their next chapter, or if it's for a family, that there's some good quality all the way around the scope here.
Right.
And now, whenever you're working one-on-one with a resident, what's that look like directly?
All kinds of different things. I help them if they need help with their medications. We get that lined up for them.
Okay.
We deal with. We'll get them if they need assistance with setting their meds up in the planners. We've got pharmacies that'll help them out with that. Just an array of things.
Fantastic. And now, the aides that are around, are they a part of your umbrella?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Wonderful.
they're amazing. They care. Doing this job, you have to have a huge heart, and each one of them have got an amazing heart and care about the residents.
It seems like you really have to love what you're doing.
Yes.
Or you aren't going to last long.
Right.
Well, and now how many are on your team?
I believe we have 8 girls.
Oh wow, 8 for 108.
It's very independent here, though.
Exactly.
I've been here 20 years. This is the most independent I've ever seen it.
Really? And to me, that's nothing more than a positive sign that it's becoming a really great community.
Yep.
Really cool. And now take me through, what's it mean? I mean, you've been here for 20 years of Villa Rose's 40. What's it mean like to be a part of this event today and just kind of remembering it?
It's just crazy seeing some of the faces coming in the door of people. My former boss, when I first started here, just walked in the door. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and it seems like everybody here, from the staff to the residents to the admin, everyone gets along really just very well.
We're one big family. We do. We get along great.
Well, and honestly, it just seems like the atmosphere that you're creating within yourselves, it rubs off on the residents too, because they can see and feel that.
They definitely do feel it. They make comments all the time about how we're their extended families.
That's perfect. And when it comes to like setting up chiropractic appointments and things like that, what do you guys have partnerships that you utilize, or how do those get together?
No, not partnerships. Just we've got a chiropractor that comes in and they just sign up for it. Different appointments. He's here once a week, and they just go up and do their thing with him. And
really cool. And now, when it comes to like any type of physical therapy thing, is that done outside?
Anybody can have whoever they want come in for physical therapy. It's up to them.
This is cool. I'm learning a lot. And now, have you had a chance to try some of the food today?
Not yet. I've been standing at the door. So.
Well, and before I let you go, what's your message to the public just about Villa Rose? What would you like for them to learn about the most, or take away from the couple hours you've been here?
I think that if you came out, did a tour, just took a look at the place, you would realize how special it is for seniors in our area.
Well, and honestly, on the flip side, it's special for the staff, because to have all these folks that are here for 5 and 10 and all these different amounts of years, you guys are doing something right.
That's right.
It's so cool. Well, best of luck with everything else as it goes on. Are you going to the drone show Thursday?
You better believe it.
Really cool. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and have one final conversation from Villa Rose as we celebrate their 40th next.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
We are wrapping up here at Villa Rose's 40th anniversary celebration, and here in Bethalto with Jane. And honestly, what a great day. This was so cool to see so many people coming in and out.
Yes.
And really just reconnecting and celebrating Villa Rose. And 40 years is a big deal.
Yes. Did you know the man that built the building is here?
Where?
The contractor. Mr. Boster's introduced him to me.
Oh, man. I missed out on that one.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Jane, you've been here just for about almost a year now?
Yeah, November of last year.
And take me through that year. How's it been for you? What's the environment like?
It's wonderful. The people are great, very caring. The employees, my boss is wonderful, but the residents here are great.
Yeah.
We have some that, I don't even know their names. They're in and out on their own. It's independent living, and they do their own thing. And then you get to know a few others that come in we have a scale where they can weigh and come in, but it's a great atmosphere. I tease that someday I'm going to live here.
Well, honestly, who wouldn't? It's such I keep telling everybody this that's come on the show today. It's the fact that it's not sterile. It's a home.
Oh yeah, it's a home.
And it's a beautiful home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and now, did you ever think that you'd find yourself at Villa Rose?
No, I didn't.
Because you were in media and a journalist for a long time.
Yes, I was. Well, not really much a journalist as I was advertising sales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was different. I retired from the Post in 2017. St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and then I went to Senior Services Plus, and that's where I decided, these old people are pretty cool. And then I went back to a newspaper, and then I decided I was offered this position at IRE as a caregiver and the office director. So
well, and now take me through the IRE partnership with Villa Rose. What's that look like? How does it work?
IRE is for anyone that is in their home or here at Villa Rose. Here at Villa Rose, one of the things we do is that if they just need a med reminder,
gotcha,
we can go, and we have the aides that go up and do that. We can go all the way up to helping with baths, escorting them to lunch and dinner. Anything they want. We have all kinds of services. And then when you go into a home, I've had the privilege of sitting with two wonderful ladies, and they need a little help. I do laundry, maybe a load of laundry, and sweep up the floor, take the dogs out with them. And it's just, they're wonderful people, and you get to know them, and
that's incredible.
Oh, it is. It's a great retirement job.
Yeah.
But yeah, and working here has been great. I mean, I'm in the IRE office 2 days and 2 days here at Villa Rose, where I get to meet everybody, and I do all the billing and the filing, and anything Cindy wants me to do, I do.
So you got your hands full a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
But you hit on something I think so important, because what this means is, just from my takeaway, because I'm still learning, is that you're encompassing both sides of that. Whether it's, people want to call it the final chapter, I always call it the next, because there's never a final. Is you're taking care of that. If you want to stay in your home, we got tools that we can help you with.
Right.
Or if you're here and things start to get a little bit tougher, we got you covered too.
That's true. In your apartment, you can do it. We have the studio, we have the 1 bedroom and the 2 bedroom, and you can bring from home what you want, and make it your own home.
Wow. Well, and how can people find out more information on IRE? Who qualifies for that? Can the public reach out?
Sure. It's a 55 plus community.
Okay.
We are private pay.
Okay.
So no Medicaid, Medicare, which some people like that.
Yeah.
It's not like a nursing home.
Right.
And if you want help or assistance, we're here, but you can live all on your own. You can come down for 3 meals a day. Some people don't. Some people want to sleep in, and they do their own breakfast in their room. Maybe come for lunch, come for dinner. We have tons of activities. Every day they have a movie.
Really?
We have a little movie theater. We have a coffee bar where they can come down and sit and chit-chat there. We have crafts that they can do. Our piano player comes every Thursday. And I'm here on Thursday, so that's right outside my office, so I love it. And they have a prom.
Do they really?
Yes, they have a prom. They have a Valentine dance where they have king and queen. But there's always something going on here that you can do. Exercise every day. Church here on Sunday. If you don't want to go out to church, we have church right upstairs.
How fan? Well, and honestly, I love it because it's all about that choice.
It is. It's what the choice you make.
Well, and I think that's so important, especially, whether or not you're an older adult out there looking at the next chapter, or you're somebody who's looking for their parents or wanting to have that conversation.
Right.
You aren't getting handcuffed. You get to live your life.
You can have your car.
Yeah.
You can come and go. We have one lady who goes to the Muni every week.
Really?
She just says, I'll be home about 10:30 or 11. And they do check in the morning, make sure everybody's all okay.
So the safety's there too.
Oh yeah. And when we get old, you stumble.
Yeah.
And you have a fall, but there's somebody here to help you. So
exactly. And having that security for so many families is worth the price of admission and then some.
It definitely is. I think it's very affordable for what you get. You get your 3 meals, you have exercise here. You don't have to join a gym. You can go up and exercise. They have the exercise class, but we also have the exercise room. We've got the movies. You can request a movie you want. We have charter TV. You
got all you need.
Or Spectrum, I guess I should say now. But yeah.
Well, and the last couple hours, and actually the last 3, because we were here a little early, is just seeing how everyone gets along. Because in work environments in 2025, that alone's unheard of.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, you know, you have a birthday, and we had July birthdays, so all the staff went out for lunch together, and yeah, I think the atmosphere is wonderful for the residents, but also for the employees.
That's really important to note too.
Well, and like you have talked to some that have been here for 25 years.
Right. Well, and see, that's what blows my mind is that it wasn't just one or two stragglers. It was like everyone I talked to was like 5, 6, 9, 10, you know, and it's really cool to see that and showcase that to the public, because if the employees are staying,
yes,
then there's a reason that you should come here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I would recommend it. Anybody in healthcare that's wanting something a little not like a hospital or a nursing home, this is the perfect place.
What's your favorite part of your job? I know that's a tough one because you do so much, but is there one that you go, you know what, this is it?
The people.
Really? Okay.
Everybody has been very welcoming. And when I came in, you know, I was kind of quiet and everything, and like Carrie, who you talked to earlier, said, finally, she's coming out. And now I joke with them. One day somebody said something and I joked back and they looked at me real funny, you know, but the residents are great too. I mean, I've got to know a lot of them, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, just taking a look at today, you know, having your food vendor here who's really, we talked to them and they're like, we're a partner. This has been a great partnership with Villa Rose, and also to see just different folks in the community coming out and celebrating with you guys.
Yes.
Are you going to the drone show Thursday?
Oh, I definitely. I can't wait. I think that's going to be so awesome.
Well, what thoughts come to your mind whenever you hear 40 years, and especially when it comes to senior living? Because for one family-owned company to have something this long, and honestly, it doesn't matter whatever industry you're in anymore, it just doesn't happen.
No, because the big guys buy you up.
Quickly. And to me, that's the biggest price point, if you will. I hate to say but that's all I can attribute it or compare it to is it's like, this is the price point. We've been here for 40 years under the same family tree, and we're bringing you the same service, if not better than it ever was.
And you know, I worked at several different newspapers, and they all eventually became
bought out. Yeah,
big corporations bought them, and you lose that.
You know, and that's something that I've talked about, just because radio, it's happening all over too. It's like, boom, everyone's getting bought out of the same thing. And I worked for a local station when I was in St. Louis, thankfully, that didn't have that. But I can only imagine in media, it's crazy. But in media, we aren't taking care of people's families.
No.
Here you are, and it's so much different, so much more important. I think that's such a great selling point for so many people.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, and as we're wrapping up today, what's your message to the public over the 40 years? What do you hope they take away from it?
Oh, gosh. If you have a loved one that needs some assistance, I think Eyre would be a perfect place.
Uh-huh.
And Villa Rose would be wonderful if, you know, like I tease my husband all the time, we're going to live at Villa Rose.
I bet you do.
But really and truly, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, if you have never seen it, a lot of people drive by. I don't think they realize what is here.
Yep.
Stop, come in. And Michaela will give you a tour. Cindy will be here. Cindy's glad to always stop and talk to somebody.
What's funny is Cindy and I were talking a couple of weeks ago on the show, and I told her, I said, you know, I've driven by your building 100 times. I honestly can't even count how many times I've driven by this building. But whenever you see the scope of it and how big of a facility, you don't see that from the outside.
No, you don't.
Well, and honestly, like just this lobby area with the venue and the entertainment area and the dining, you don't have very many spaces that are that big around here.
No, and our yard.
Oh, yeah.
Our yard is fantastic. Mr. Balsters and his wife actually do all the landscaping and the care. They were out here this morning. And then if you are a resident here, you can have a what do you call them? The above ground little box.
Oh, the garden box.
Garden box.
Yeah.
You can have a garden box and do your own tomatoes and cucumbers and whatever. And this morning, One of the guys brought in the little cherry tomatoes to one of the aids.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, it's a family here.
Well, and Jane, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
And honestly, been a pleasure talking with everybody at Villa Rose the last couple of hours. It's been a great, fun event. We've had some great food here. You guys have until 6 o'clock to come on out, check it out, get the sights and sounds over on Moreland Road and see what Villa Rose is all about as they celebrate 40 years. Then on Thursday, come out for that drone show and be amazed, because that's going to be a fun one.
Yes, it will.
Jane, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We're out of time. We'll be back for more Daily Show live at 9 tomorrow morning on Riverbender and Roku. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.